Hey there, Tumblr! Now, I'm going to copy my good friend Amelia's idea, known here as Metal Mistress 1349, and show off my CD collection. Now, it's probably a little bit embarrassing because I don't actually buy many CDs anymore, and, well, all the stuff I got when I was a little bit younger. But anyway, I thought I'd just show it off, what the hell. Now, got them over here, I'm not just putting my arm off over into the distance for no reason. I don't know why I said that. Electric Wizard's Black Masses. This is the very first Electric Wizard CD I ever bought, and I hadn't heard anything by them previously. I knew who they were, obviously, and it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite CDs still, and, you know, I can't believe I hadn't heard of them before. That was sort of bought on a whim, and, yeah, best whim I've ever had. Oh, it's a bit dusty. It shows I don't really, you know, use my CDs very often. But, Candlemass. Now, this one's another one, another great one. I've already got the CD on the computer, you know, downloaded. But how could I resist that? You know, double CD, lovely, lovely booklet. And it was only about 20 bucks, so I thought, why not? You know, you can't have enough Candlemass. Similarly, you can't have enough My Dying Bride. This is unfortunately the only My Dying Bride album I actually own a physical release of. But, you know, I've been a fan for a very long time, and Evinta, it was all about, you know, sort of catering for the fans and, you know, re-releasing their stuff in more orchestral sounds. It's a beautiful, beautiful album. Like, obviously, you will, I'm stuttering a little bit now. You will enjoy it more if you're a fan, but nevertheless, I just love that one too. Now this one's a little bit different, and it too is very dusty. That's Angel Spit's Hideous and Perfect. Now I don't only listen to metal, I do listen to a lot of industrial, and these, Angel Spit is they were an Australian band. They've moved to America somewhere, I'm not sure where now. But they're really, you know, I found them really interesting. Their newer stuff's not as good as their original stuff, you know, like most bands, but yeah. Okay, these ones aren't as dusty. But yeah, Angel Spit's Crankhouse, I don't know how to pronounce that. This is their first one, and according to Last.fm, I have not listened to any album more than this. I think I put about 600 scrubbles. I listened to that album a lot. More non-metal stuff. V&V Nation, my absolute favorite band, you know, second only to Ulva. My sister actually got me this CD and for Christmas, and it was one of the best Christmas presents I ever got. It's only their single. Oh! The screensaver just went on. I don't know if that's going to affect the video. But yeah, my sister got me this single, and I hadn't actually heard these remixes before. Genesis Walt Funk, Genesis Icon of Coil version, and Genesis Thomas P. Heckman version. I don't know how she knew, but Genesis is my favorite song by them. David Bowie, because I just adore David Bowie. Nile, Annihilation of the Wicked, one of the very first death metal bands I got into, apart from Cannibal Corpse. And, you know, I still listen to this one very regularly. It is just incredible. I'm not sure how to pronounce this one, but it's Nile again. Amongst the Catacombs of Nephron-Ka. It's not as good as Annihilation of the Wicked, but still pretty kick-ass. These two are probably my favorites in my collection. It's not like they're rare or anything, but Typo Negative. I adore Typo Negative. I ordered this one off the internet the other day for like $6, so yeah, pretty stoked. And this one, I got it just before Unimax in Canberra, so I was listening to it the entire way there. Whenever I hear songs from this, I just think of my unicycle. It's probably a bit odd to think of those things when you listen to Typo Negative, but still. Slayer, not their best album, but it goes alright, I guess. These next two were a birthday present from one of my friends, and that's some Iron Maiden. You can't go wrong with Iron Maiden. That was one of the greatest presents. And then I stole this one off my sister. So I've got 3 Maiden CDs. which I don't listen to nearly enough because Maiden, you know, everyone loves Maiden. What have we got next? We're almost halfway through. Joe Satriani. I'm sure I've put another... I do have another Joe Satriani CD in here. So I've got his anthology type thing with 2 discs, The Extremist, and this is the album that legitimately got me into music. Good family friends of mine gave this to me, and I didn't listen to it for about a year because as a kid I thought, oh, music was lame. Except the Pokemon soundtrack, that was awesome. And I gave this a listen, and I was completely blown away. And then I started playing guitar, so this, seriously, is a life-changing album. Surfing with the Alien if you want to check it out. Next, Venom, which In League with Satan. The Pillows. I got this one over when I was in Japan, and I got it right after watching Fully Cooley, because, you know, The Pillows did the entire soundtrack to Fully Cooley, and I love Fully Cooley. So, yeah. And that's about it. I really don't know what I'm saying about these albums. This isn't a video game review or anything, otherwise I would be fine. Agoraphobic Nosebleed. Honestly, I bought this only for the cover art. I'd never heard of them before, never heard anything from them, but I've always wanted to go into a store and just buy an album based entirely on the cover art, and I was not disappointed. I don't like grindcore that much, but they've got this really weird thrash influence to it, and it's very structured for grindcore, so it's an interesting album. And for $10, you know, I'm not going to complain. Behemoth. Don't really listen to these guys anymore. I'm not into that whole sort of really refined modern sort of death black metal. It's a nice album and it looks nice. You know, the cover's really cool. But yeah, I'm not a big Behemoth fan. Like, all of these CDs were bought when I was a lot younger, admittedly. Hence, Disturbed. Not the greatest. This one's a little bit different. Soap and Skin. I think she's an 18-year-old. When she was 18 when she put this out, but it's really good piano stuff. I can't say more than that. It's good though. $5 Gunner CD. $2 Mystery Death Metal CD from Australia. I say that like I'm overseas. No, this is an Australian death metal band, I believe, and I hadn't heard of them before, and I saw them, I was like, it looks like an old school sort of monstrosity cover. So yeah, I picked it up, and I haven't listened to it much after like giving it 1 or 2 spins. It's kind of average. Now, I feel a lot from this band, which is really terrible because it's Cradle of Filth. This is like my first favorite band back when I was 14 years old. I'll admit, like, some of their older stuff's still good. This next one's actually kind of special because it's a Suicide Commando CD, which I found in a Christian op shop. With a name like Suicide Commando, you wouldn't really think that you'd find it somewhere like that, but it blew me away. It was $2, and I seriously love Suicide Commando. Now, this one, probably one of my favorite cover arts, and that's Horse the Band's Pizza. It's just kind of ridiculous. The songs, where are they? The songs are all about pizza. Anti-pizza, crippled by pizza, where pizza, pizza, Nif, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song. I love these guys. And the final 2 anime soundtracks for Bleach and Bubblegum Crisis, Tokyo 2040.